Good morning. So, bit of a different video for you this morning. I figured since I'm in the middle of a project, I'd show you how to do it. I think it's fairly simple and easy. Do you need a sewing machine? You could probably do it by hand. It may take a while, but it's super easy. Anyway, I am making a felt garland for Lilith's birthday. I've made a few of them in the past. I've got a couple I can show you real quick. But all it takes is some felt, scissors, and a sewing machine. So I'll turn you around and show you how to start. So, excuse my mess, but here are some I have made over the years. This actually was the first one I made. I made it for my sister-in-law's baby shower when she was pregnant with my niece, who is going to be 10 in April. This one's for Halloween, Christmas, there we go, and Valentine's. I also have one made out of white and blue stars, Christmas, but it is put away. I have found that wrapping them around on some cardboard helps keep them untangled. So to start, you need to grab some felt. I have a couple I've already drawn. Find some circles. I used a circle die and used my die cut machine to cut out circles. I've used a compass and drawn circles and cut them out. Glasses, anything round. The hearts I just free-handed. I folded the felt in half and just cut out half a heart, and that was it. If you're not a perfectionist like me, you don't need to trace a template, but I like things neat. So you just trace around it. Sharpie, I have found, is the easiest. I do have some chalk that I've used on like the black, and then you cut them out. I do cut on the inside of the line so that you can reduce, let's find a good one, the amount of Sharpie on the edges. And then if you are like me, you can just trim off those little fibers that do have the Sharpie. If you give me a minute, maybe I can show you how I do that. Let's see, balance this on the table. One of these days I'll get a new tripod to where I can do different angles better. No. Anyway, I just take my scissors and cut that very edge where the Sharpie was. But again, if you're not a perfectionist like me and it doesn't bother you, don't do it. I've been working with felt, oh geez, since Lilith was 1, 2. I used to make felt food for her all the time. But then you can't see any Sharpie. I think I need to clean up these bigger ones, but I can show you how to put this together with these little ones. And once you have them all cut out, you figure out what pattern you want. So I think I'm going to do like this. Less colors are easier. Less shape variances are easier. Unless you like to be random and just grab and do. I'm not very good at random. So I put way too much thought into what order I want to put them in. So that's why I decided this size and this size. All right. So then all you do is take them to the machine and start sewing. I will reposition you and try and show you sewing them together. We'll see how well this works. Okay, so I usually line them all up so they're easy to grab. And when you start, you want to back stitch it so that your thread doesn't come undone. And then you just sew right down the middle. And when you get to the end, you just add the next one. Super easy. Lilith could probably do this all on her own too. She has helped me in the past. Usually she's the one that grabs. Anyway, it's super easy. Lilith could do it on her own. She's helped me in the past. She's usually the one that picks out the order and which one to do next. But yeah, super easy. I'm going to get this one done and then I will show you what it looks like when it's all finished. And that's it. This one ended up being pretty short, a little too short that I'm wanting, so I'm going to go cut out more circles and just add on to it. So yeah, let's turn you back around real quick. So yeah, this one only took like 4 or 5 minutes. It didn't take long, but like I said, it's awful short for what I'm wanting it for. The nice thing is all you have to do is just keep adding. I don't have any good method for figuring out how many to use, how many circles. I just sew until I'm happy with the length. These little bitty ones, I cut out 3 of each and there were 10 colors. The bigger ones I cut out 10. There's 10 colors. So we'll see how long that one goes. I may end up with 2, which is fine. I'm fine with having more or longer than I need. You can always cut the thread and have 2. If they break, I have had a couple that, in fact, I don't know if you can tell, but here. I've had some in the past that have broken apart, either trying to get detangled or a cat got to it. Another one up here. I just take it back to the machine and sew them together. It's super easy. And felt is pretty cheap, especially if you get the basic craft felt. I would like to start using the more expensive, thicker felt that I have found at Hobby Lobby. But this one, I'm just using what I have. So yeah, I will keep sewing and maybe I'll show you the finished outcomes when I'm all done later with all of it. So yeah, I better get to cutting out more circles and talk to you again a little bit later. And I'm done. I made 2 of the bigger ones, 1 of the tiny ones. One of them I used 5 of each color. The other one I did 6 of each color to make it longer. So, and there are 10 colors, so 50 and 60. That one I did 6 of each color, so 60. The bigger ones are 2 inches across. But anyway, generally when I hang them, I have push pins all around the house, above windows, and I just loop the thread over the pin. But I needed something for outside. I found these. They're command hooks, but they're called decorating clips. They are super tiny. Super tiny. They work pretty good. I hung a couple up on the Murphy bed. Did a couple on the mantle. That's where I think the littlest one is gonna go. Yeah, pretty easy. It took me a while because I was being perfectionist and cleaning them all up. And then I had to cut out a whole nother set for this one. Yeah, I just use whatever color thread goes with. These ones I did black because there was a lot of dark ones. So yeah, super easy. Yeah, I hope this DIY video wasn't too horrible and that you learned something. But yeah, I hope you have fun making felt garlands. And now I can get ready for somebody's 13th birthday party next week. Yeah. Don't think we're ready for a 13-year-old. Anyway, I'm gonna get going. Hope you've had a wonderful time learning how to make these, and we'll talk to you again soon. See you real soon.